Alright guys, maybe this is going to be a terrible idea, but today's video is totally unscripted and even I don't know what the result will be. So what I'm going to plan is that I want to make an Unity like game engine which will be for 2D games, and I'm going to make it on local AI. I have already made 2 videos showing how to run local AI and connect it to VS Code. Today I'm going to check whether it is going to make a working software or not. I'm going to try to build a 2D game engine using nothing but local AI model, continue, and my own PC. I want to make something inspired by Unity, but for 2D game engine and in a smaller scale. This thing will work with sprite based 2D games, scenes, game objects, and other stuffs. And we will try to make eventually, hopefully, a playable game. And the twist is, I have no idea whether this is going to work or not. Alright guys, now we are in VS Code, and as you can see, this is an empty folder and I have my LM Studio running with 0.3.635 billion A3B model, which is also connected with continue, as you guys can see here. And I have my previous 2 videos on how to install local LLM, where I have shown how to download LM Studio and connect it to VS Code with continue. You guys can check my previous 2 videos. So let's jump into making our project. I'm just giving it a simple prompt. Let's see. As you guys can see, this has already started working. It is processing prompt. Okay, as you can see, this folder is actually empty. So this returned me the answer that the current folder is empty. So let's jump into our project. Alright guys, I have just came up with a prompt in my head and I've put it there. And I don't even know what the result will be. And I have given this prompt at 1:20 AM, and let's see when it will give us the final result. Also, my PC spec is Ryzen 9 3900X with 40GB RAM and a 3060 with 12GB of VRAM. It is giving me almost 7 tokens per second. Also guys, if we check how our resource is working, let's see how much resource is going on. Alright guys, as you can see, the GPU utilization is almost 60%. The memory usage is almost 76%. Alright guys, after almost 14 minutes, we have just arrived on a thinking result, but it did not give me anything as output. So I think this was a failed attempt. So let's try the LM Studios Bionic, which is an agent, and let's put the same prompt on that agent. Alright guys, now we are inside Bionic, which is an agent of LM Studio, and this is also using the same Gima 4 26 billion model. So let's see. I'm going to put the same prompt here as well, and this folder is also like empty, as you guys can see. And I have given this prompt at 1:37 a.m. So let's see what it is going to give us. If this Bionic is going to give us the project, then in next video I am going to show you how to install Bionic and how to use the same models that you are using inside the LM Studio in Bionic as well. Alright guys, it is almost 2:24 a.m. and Bionic is still working on it, and it has already generated some files, and I guess the Bionic is working towards Tincture and Pygame frameworks. And as it is almost 2:24 a.m., so I'm going to let the agent do whatever it is doing, and I'm going to check it out on morning. So guys, see you in the morning. Also guys, there is one thing that I forgot to mention is that Bionic is running on Gma 4, but in VS Code using the continue, we are using the Quen model. So this is the mistake that I have made to mention. So I'm mentioning it right now. Okay, good night. Alright guys, so the task was completed at 2:35 a.m. as you guys can see, but the thing is, this task was not completed with one prompt, as it was like stopped working after generating the files. Then I asked it is if it is completed. Then it also like scroll through the whole project again, and after that I gave it the prompt to finish it, and then it finished the product. But the thing is, the engine that it made is not what I expected. So it made this thing, which it used Python mostly, but it just made a graphics render, and it is not an engine. But what it can do is that it can save this scene, it can also load this scene, and it can reset the scene. And also if I press accept, then it will quit. But the thing is, this is not what I expected to make. So it was actually a failed attempt, and what I believe is that if I gave it some shorter prompts and make it a part by part project, then I guess it would have been able to do it. So guys, I'm going to try another shot on cloud. So I'm going to give the same prompt on anti-gravity. Let's see what it can come up with. So guys, I'm going to copy the prompt. I'm going to give the same prompt on anti-gravity. Let's see what it can do. We are using Gemini 3.1 Pro high model. I'm doing it just to make a comparison between the cloud and the local model, that what it can come up with the same prompt. I have gave the prompt at 2:28 p.m. I think this is a good part, that cloud models are actually at first give a plan, then it is waiting for user review to proceed. If I can manage in some way that the local model will also do the same, at first giving me a plan and then waiting for my instruction to proceed, then I guess local model will also able to do the same output as cloud model. This is my assumption. So I have put proceed with implementation plan. And it is also using a different technology, like local model was going with Python and it is going with React and Electron. But it also asked me if I want a C++ or C# engine. But for now I'm going with one prompt only, so I'm not going to give any instruction other than what I gave to the local AI. Alright guys, anti-gravity has ended the project. Now let's see what it has come up with. So it has told me in walkthrough that the executable installer has been successfully generated. You can find it at an installer engine here. So here is the install path, release anti-gravity engine setup. So let's see. Okay, So I'm going to reveal it in File Explorer. So inside release, yes, there is an exe file. So let's see what it has made. Okay. So far it is going good. Now let's see. Okay guys, I guess not bad. Actually, there is a ground, a player box, add object. Component button is not working, just like Unity. Unity has an add component option where we can add different components, but I guess this is just a visual button only. It is not functionable. This thing is working, the add object thing. Also, there is only file, the exit option only inside the file. Alright guys, now I have come to a conclusion, that is, with one prompt, not the local LLM or the cloud LLM is able to make an engine, but what I believe is that if we go with this project part by part, both for local and cloud LLM, then I hope that we will be able to come to a solution. But with this thing, with one prompt, I don't think that not the cloud or the local LLM is going to give us a project, a proper functional project. So in our next video, we are going to show different projects with local LLMs and to see how good or bad they are. And we also going to compare that same prompt on cloud models to see the difference. Okay guys, see you next time. Bye.